Hey guys, welcome to my channel and today I'm recording Cambridge O Level 5070 Paper 2 of October-November 2021. So, first of all, I would like to tell you a few things before I start the paper. Since exams are just around the corner, I'm going to be uploading one or more than one video daily until I complete October-November 2021 paper. So make sure you subscribe, and most important thing is to ring the bell icon so that you get updated with every paper I upload as soon as I upload it. Alright, so without any further ado, let's get started. This is part 1. I'm going to be uploading more parts soon. Also, I have already uploaded May June 2021 complete videos, complete solutions, so you can check it out. In the link in the description below, I have put the playlist link over there. So let's start with section A. It says answer all the questions in the section in the spaces provided. The total mark for this section is 45. Question number 1 says choose from the following chlorides to answer the question. That is aluminium chloride we have with us. We have ammonium chloride, cobalt chloride, hydrogen chloride. Alright, we have all these chlorides. Moving on, it says we basically need to identify the word matches the information that we have over here. Each chloride may be used once, more than once, or not at all. State which chloride contains a cation with a charge of 2 plus. So aluminum chloride has charge 3 plus, ammonium chloride is again not having 2 plus charge. Then we have cobalt 2 chloride. As we can see, cobalt 2 chloride itself speaks for itself basically. So we have cobalt 2 plus chloride. So cobalt 2 plus chloride is basically what we need over here. That is, it has a charge of 2 plus. Moving on to part B, it reacts with aqueous sodium hydroxide to form red brown precipitate. Now, what reacts with sodium hydroxide to produce red brown precipitate? It must be something that has iron 3 in it. It must have Fe3 plus. That means, since we're talking about chloride over here, so we are going to find something that is, we are going to find iron 3 chloride basically over here. So if we have, yeah, we have iron 3 chloride with us. Alright. Moving on to part C, is insoluble in water. Aluminum chloride is soluble. Ammonium chloride, all kind of ammonium is soluble, so of course this cannot be the answer. Cobalt chloride again soluble. Hydrogen chloride is soluble. Iron 3 chloride is also soluble. Potassium chloride is again soluble. Silver chloride is not soluble, so it's insoluble. Hence that's going to be the answer. Sodium chloride, of course, it's common. Sodium chloride is common salt, so it's soluble, as we all know. It's very common, like it's very common information. Moving on to part D, it reacts with sodium hydroxide when warmed to produce a gas which turns damp red litmus paper blue. That means it produces a basic gas. Alright, so that is what we need to make sure to check it out in it. So for this, it is going to be ammonium chloride, of course, because then it will produce ammonia gas which will turn the damp red litmus paper blue. Moving on to part E, when added to water, it can form an aqueous solution of pH 1. pH 1 means it needs to be acidic. So for acidic, we have hydrogen chloride, HCl. It is a very strong acid. That is what we're supposed to write over here. The total marks for this question is 5, and it's pretty simple question. All you need to do is remember the important points. Remember those things. For example, what is acidic, what turns red litmus paper blue, these kinds of things, what the properties of salts and all. So it's pretty simple. Moving on to part 2, the question is about pollutant gases. Part A says hydrocarbons such as octane are used as fuel for cars. The list shows the gases present in car exhaust. So we have carbon dioxide, we have with us, we have carbon monoxide, we have nitrogen, nitrogen dioxide, octane, water vapor. State which two gases in the list show that incomplete combustion has taken place in the car engine. So if we are talking about incomplete combustion, so we are mainly talking about, the first thing that comes to our mind is carbon monoxide, and then we need to find the second one. And if you look in it, so it's going to be octane, of course, because this is also a product of this is also something that indicates incomplete combustion basically. So we have octane and carbon monoxide. Moving on to part B, describe a test for carbon dioxide. So we need to describe the test, and then we need to tell what do we observe if the test is positive. So for test, we need to put it close to lime water. Carbon dioxide should be taken close to lime water, and then the observation will be that it will turn lime water milky. Okay, so part C says two natural sources of methane in the atmosphere are from the leaks of natural gas and waste gases from animals. Give one other natural source of methane in the atmosphere. We can also discuss decomposition here, because when decomposition takes place, the methane gas is produced. Moving on to part D, complete the sentence about the effect of an increase in the concentration of methane in the atmosphere. Methane is a dash gas because it absorbs and then re-emits infrared radiation. This property is of a greenhouse gas. That means methane is a greenhouse gas. Here you're supposed to write greenhouse gas. Moving on, it says this contributes to increase in temperature of the atmosphere, which is called, of course, methane gas produces leads to global warming. Alright, so of course we're going to write here global warming. Moving on to part E, cars are fitted with catalytic converters to reduce the amount of harmful pollutant gases from car exhaust. Describe how catalytic converters remove pollutant gases from car exhaust. So first of all, try to understand the question. Here we're talking about catalytic converters, and catalytic converters is basically something that reduces the harmful gas to be released in the environment. That means it does few kind of processes with it, due to which harmful gases are less harmful when they are released. They're not as much harmful as in its natural form. Alright. So first of all, we are going to tell about nitrogen dioxide and carbon monoxide with us. And we know nitrogen is an exhaust gas, amongst the exhaust gases, and carbon dioxide too. You can also mention the equations over here, catalytic converter, which will give you a plus point. And yeah, that's very basic over here. And we have nitrogen oxide and carbon monoxide, basically the two pollutants that we have over here, and nitrogen and carbon dioxide will be amongst those exhaust gases. Make sure to, you can also write down the equation if you want. It's just of 3 marks. If you even explain it properly, you can easily score 3 marks. So that is it for this video. I hope you found it helpful. Make sure to like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and put your queries in the description, in the comments down below. In the description, you can check out the links of my previous videos. I've uploaded so many years before. That includes 2018, 19, 20, and 21 as well. May June 2021 is also completed, and you can check it out in the playlist link down below. Alright, make sure to share it with your friends, and thank you so much for watching, and best of luck for your exams.